Well, good morning, everybody. For me, it's a little after 5 in the morning. I'm getting prepped and ready for the day. I got to wake the kids up here in about an hour to get them ready for school. And then I got to go move some logs. It has come to my attention through YouTube that I should make daily content to boost my subscribers. Well, to make daily content, I really don't have the money to keep investing in the layout every day. So that's out the window. I don't have the money to really do much anything except for what I do naturally every day. And what I do every day is literally contemplate. Um, I have my own point of view on the world, and I think about a lot. I run my own business, so watching gas prices shoot up is driving me nuts. Watching repair price become astronomical is driving me nuts. We had such a good past 4 years under Donald Trump, and I know a lot of people are like, "Well, screw that bastard," but he actually did what needed to be done. He was making production explode in the United States, driving prices down, going gas exploration to the United States, driving the prices of fuel down. He was doing what needed to be done. Now we got this Biden, and we're screwed. And that's my point of view on that, is literally everything that he's done has really hurt the little man. It's funny because I do my research and I look at the bills that he wants to pass and everything else, and it gives massive tax breaks to the rich. Um, sorry, let me put it to you this way: the rich that support his cause. All right, Trump gave tax breaks to everybody. Didn't matter if you supported him or not. He gave you tax breaks. He dropped your prices, everybody's. It was not singled out. It was not a bigoted proposal. It was everybody. And that's America. That's the way it should be. It's not one for me, one for you. It's we both are at this together. And that's America in my eyes. I'm a libertarian. I don't give two shits what the hell your skin color is or anything else. And I know you might not like me saying that, but that's the truth. Um, I make my money. I make my living. I drive a riding mower around for anywhere to 6 to 8 hours a day. I grab a chainsaw, cut up log, and everything else, and I do what I can do. I know I'm a disabled vet. I know my leg is in pretty bad shape, but as long as I stand and if I could ride a riding mower and I could push a push mower, I'm not out of work. I'm I take my Social Security disability and I use it to pay my base bills, which is my phone bill, my car insurance, my rent, and my phone bill. I don't know if I said that. Should be. Um, so phone bill, rent, car insurance, that's covered by the Social Security, which is only $795 a month. It's not much. All right, that's my base income. Then when I'm working, I'm make a little bit more, and that goes into building a business. And building a business is an expensive proposition. I've got to buy tires on my truck right now. They're about bald from running back and forth. I got to keep insurance on all that equipment. I got to buy equipment. I've got to maintain equipment. It's expensive. It's not cheap. So when everybody sit there going, but your hobby is bottle trades. Yes, my hobby is bottle trades, which is quite an expensive hobby. You're looking now at probably next year or two things are going to be so outrageously expensive, nobody's going to be able to afford it. Everybody's going to be out of hobbies because you just can't do it. Um, Unless you're really, really rich. I mean, I'm talking millions in the bank. You're not going to be able to go, well, I'll buy a $500 locomotive this year, not this month, this year. You'll be able to spend $500 on that hobby because your money's going to go everywhere else. And it's sad, is because I was in great shape. I was actually way ahead of the game until around July 4th of this year when I had one customer hire me to do a job. And it was a big job. It was a $2,400 job. And it should have been actually estimated around $3,600 to take down 3 massive trees, trim 1 massive tree, and then take out 11 small trees along his driveway. Now, I'm not going to name names. He gave me a $1,200 deposit check to get the ball rolling that Friday, and we was going to get it started next week. Well, with that, I had to put a deposit down on a chipper to make sure I had that. I had to put a deposit down for a stump grinder, make sure I had that. And that was $400 right there, just in the deposits to make sure that I could drive down, pick it up, take it to the job site, and then drive it back that same day. That's expensive. Then you're turning around, now this is out of a $1,200 deposit check. I bought fuel, mixed gas, and everything else. I paid employees that had already done work for me, so that way they would be ready to go to this big job, because it's a big job. And then I had to pay for climbing gear, safety equipment, OSHA safety equipment, chainsaws. It got expensive really quick. I'd spent $900, almost $1,000 on materials just for this job. All the consumables were ready to go. He calls me up and says, can we wait till the end of the month? I go, well, yeah, because your deposit check's already cleared. We can postpone the date, and I'll keep the consumables ready to go when you're ready. Next day, my bank calls me, that $1,200 check didn't clear. I tried to get it straight from him, and he never wanted to give me a straight answer. The sad part is that this fella is an economics professor. Economics professor. You would think that he would understand business economics, where you got to spend money on big jobs with deposits so that you could be ready to do the job when called to do the job. And he bounces a check off of me. Alright? So here I am stuck with $200 that went to, I had $1,000 go to materials. I was broke. I still am broke. I'm still reeling over that because the only thing I can do is pay that back to the bank $100 a month. As business was going on and everything else, in order to continue to pay my bills and everything else, I was not able to pay that back. I'm still in the hole. Running a business is hard. Running a business with people like that is even harder. Now, I've got good customers, and I will never go back to that guy. A matter of fact, I called up 3 other arbitrary companies, tree trimmers, and let them know, look, this guy is right here. He just gypped me and put me $1,000 at a hole. Wrote me a bad check. I'm not saying don't go work for him, but I'll say it, if you do go work for him, make sure it's cash up front. I didn't tell them to pay me back for my bad mistake of taking a check from him and not waiting for it to clear because he wanted the job done fast. Always be leery of people that want a job done fast because those are usually the most likely to cheat you. Now, yeah, I could understand a tree falling over, sitting on a shed, or sitting on your house. You want that off quick. Yeah, oh, I can do those types of jobs, no problem. Um, but if it's something that can wait, make sure that check clears before you go to work. Make sure it's clear. That was a huge job. I was happy and excited because I was looking at having about $900 in the bank at the end of the job. That would have carried me through immensely. All right, that that would have been my earnings, and it would have been, well, it actually would have probably been up closer to about $400 made off of that job because I'd had to pay my employees as well. And yeah, it's expensive stuff. It's really expensive. Now, a lot of people don't understand how expensive the jobs are that I do, is because gas prices go up. All right, for every acre I mow right now, I'm burning up about 1.5 to 1.75 gallon of gas. All right, so if I'm mowing 1 acre 4 times a month at, let's say 1.5 gallons of gas, that's 6 gallons of gas. Well, if gas is $5 a pop, that's a lot of money. Now, I could break it down further for you or anything else, but at my point of view right now, as if something in this economy does not change for the better, and this inflation is not a good sign. This, I don't care who says what. To watch gas prices rise is always a bad sign because that means that there's a high demand and low supply. When there's a low supply and you know the wells are shut down and everything else in your own country, where are you going to get that fuel from? And that's where it becomes squeamish to me because here I am using this fuel, and if it's coming from OPEC, so you mean I got to pay for a higher gas price to fund people that want to blow me up, want to kill me, flat out, want me dead. But I got to pay a higher price at the pump to pay for the guys that want to shoot me. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The Russia pipeline, maybe we're getting it from Russia. If we are getting it from Russia, Russia still wants to destroy America. Okay? They're decent people now, they're not doing anything underhanded or anything else. But, yeah, if we're buying it from China, that's the biggest mistake in the world because China's killing people. China doesn't give a crap. They tried to cover up the fact that Fauci was over there in Wuhan with a lab and created the coronavirus. And yeah, that's exactly what it's looking like because there's no animal on the planet that carries that mutated form of corona. So it didn't happen naturally. That would have to be lab. Because if it was true and it happened naturally, trust me, somebody would have went down there and grabbed a bat, brought it back, did a blood sample, and found the little T cells on that coronavirus. They can't find that in nature. That's a lab leak. And consider the fact that Fauci was funding it, I'd say Dr. Fauci is probably responsible for over 5 million deaths. It's that simple. They need to put his ass in jail for genocide. And it's really stupid for anybody to sit there and go, well, I want to play God. No. You don't mess with germs and stuff like that to make them more lethal or more communicable or anything else like that. You don't do that. That's stupid. You ever watch the movie Outbreak? That's how stupid you are. That's exactly what the heck happens. Is, oh, one of the scientists got a little careless or made a human error, and all of a sudden half the world's dead. Yeah, this is what happened, and it's plain to see. No matter how much you try to hide it, it is plain to see that. Well, guys, been 15 minutes with you. I'm gonna try to start doing this daily content. If you like it, let me know. All right, have a good one.